Okay, cleaning the EGR on a Honda Accord cdti. You have to start by taking out the airbox, so 10mm on that, MAF sensor off, 1, 2, and then one down there which it hooks on, 3 bolts, and that comes out, and then we need to take this out. I'll show you that when I've got the airbox out. Okay, once you've got the airbox out, you've got one 12mm nut, one 12mm nut, one 12mm bolt, one 12mm bolt on the front, and one 12mm bolt hidden away down the bottom there. So those out, clip off the top, and I'll show you what we've got. Then it all just slides out sideways, whoosh, like that. Now then, for those of you not all that fussed about how well you clean it, get yourself some carb cleaner and get spraying in and around there. Make sure that it seats on its valve face properly, and just generally petrol or valve cleaner or carb cleaner in there should get you clear. If you want to go more in depth, you take the bottom off like that. Sorry, like that. Take the bottom off, which is a T something. You need to cut into that, cut that ring that holds that on there, and you see, look, that just plugs in, so that plugs into those, so you're not going to rip any wires off, so that plugs into there. And then this is all your gubbins. So your nut comes off the top, there's a spring, the main sort of solenoid plunger, another spring, the sleeve it all lives in, and then that comes out from the bottom. You will be looking for condition of seating faces. You could probably even use some valve seating compound on that to seat it nicely, because you can get a you can actually put an Allen key in the bottom of that, and that's quite useful for undoing the top nut. So you can put an Allen key in the bottom and undo the top nut. Be careful, you can end up chewing the end off that, which is actually what I've done with this one, because I was being stupid and trying to lap it in with the spring connected. So with all that in, I tried to lap it in with everything, all the gubbins in place, but it laps in quite well. So yeah, there we are. It's a really simple job to do. You can literally just, as you can tell, look, once you've taken this off, you can easily spray and get all the carbon out of there. And what you're looking for is you're looking for this valve not to be proud. You're looking for it to look down and make sure you can't see any light, which you can through that one. Probably not through the camera, mind. Hang on, let me move my finger. Yeah, probably not through the camera, but there is. That's exposed. So yeah, very simple job. 3 bolts, 2 bolts at the bottom. Might make it easier if you take this turbo pipe off if you don't know what you're doing to get at the bottom bolt there. They're all 12mm. Those are 10mm, that what you call there, that hose clamp, as is that one. Don't forget to plug the map sensor back in before you turn the engine on, or you'll get other fault codes as well. If you're deeply concerned about these sealing, if you're deeply concerned about getting these to seal, you know, these old gaskets to seal, get yourself a socket. Hang on, should have prepared. Professionalism again. Get yourself a socket or something, the right size, and a bit small, but like so, and just tap it, or hold it down like that and tap it round the edges, tap round here, and that will create a slight raised indentation up here. So what that'll do is that'll sort of bevel this edge out to recreate the sealing face, so that it will seal back again if you're concerned. So yeah, put it on there like that, and then with something just tap it a bit to give yourself that raised edge again. You can of course do it the other way, where you can of course do this as well. Put that in a bigger one, bigger socket. I haven't quite got a big enough one, and then do something like that, to give you the bevel you need just to help it seal again. So yeah, there we are. Oh, and the fault codes, by the way, will clear themselves on these. They won't immediately clear. It'll take a couple of hours driving, but once you've dealt with this, it will clear itself. You tend to know if you've got a fault code with these. With an EGR, if the EGR's locked closed and won't open, so if the whole EGR is broken, it's not clogged open, what she will do is, if you start the car and drive without allowing it to go into idle, you will find that it, without allowing it to go into idle, you'll find it runs fine. The moment it runs into idle, it'll go into limp mode. So that's a nice little trick for you. Leave it in, so long as you're not running it to idle, it won't go into limp mode. Other than that, and the other way, it just loses power, and then you get a code as well. There we are, guys. Hope that helps.